Are you somebody who runs a company that simply is trying to figure out its P&L, but you don't want to spend all that time manually looking through the numbers yourself? Well, lucky for you, here at PDF.ai, we have a suite of PDF tools that can change the way you level up your PDF game. If you simply go to PDF.ai/tools, you can see right here, there's a P&L analyzer, which allows you to analyze P&L statements using AI to get meaningful insights. The benefits of this tool go very far. Not only are you saving time, but it'll find insights that the average human won't find within a few minutes. So if I simply go over to my profit and loss example right here, I can add it and you'll see this is an example P&L, it's not mine, from a little while ago. And it shows what the P&L is and a variety of different instances of expenses, income, cost of sales, gross profit, all that sort of good stuff. And on the right-hand side, what you see is it gives me a brief breakdown. So right here, we see the spending pattern analysis. There's income of about 4.9 million. The cost of sales is about 3.1 million, which leaves us with a 1.8 million gross profit. And it breaks down the total expenses, the net operating income, the net income loss, and the areas of excessive costs, which I think is really cool. So indirect labor, administrative labor, 962,000. Fringe benefits, 664,000. Almost $120,000 in travel expenses. Why did we spend so much on travel this last year? That's interesting. I guess that's something I didn't notice. Recommendations for cost deduction, which is nice for those of us that want recommendations outside of just general number finding. This is true analysis. So as you can see here, it says remove administrative labor. So identify reasons for high costs and consider optimizing workforce efficiency. A lot of AI agent stuff out there now. We can probably limit the amount of administrative costs there. Optimize fringe benefits, evaluate benefit packages to reduce costs. That's fair. And control travel expenses. Yeah, I'm gonna need stricter policies on how much these guys are getting for their per diem on these trips. And as you can see here, there's another section for notable trends and concerns, like for example, labor variance. A negative variance indicates potential inefficiencies in labor allocation. So that 225,000 is decently large, so we're gonna have to take a look at that, and relatively low compared to the gross profit, suggesting room for improvement in expense management. Very true. The net income here was a loss of 64,000. Interesting. So actionable steps we can take forward. So it's got recommendations and then actual steps to put that into place. So conduct a detailed analysis of administrative labor, review and renegotiate fringe benefits, implement stricter controls of travel. Because literally, if we'd cut travel expenses in half, we wouldn't have had a net operating income of a loss, right? And this is a great starting point, but if you are somebody who wants to take it to the next level and you want to utilize a tool that allows you to interact with this more, you can press talk to it and I can say, what are the ways that the P&L looks good for the year? Okay, so it says that healthy profit margin, that's good, 37.1%. Operating expenses are well managed relative to the income. Okay, stable net income. Despite some losses from other expenses, the company still managed to maintain a positive net income. Other income and expenses show a balanced approach. That's good. And it is pointing out that there is a benefit to having significant investment in benefits for employees, as they're probably going to be happier with that. And limited unallowable expenses. So if I look over here, oh, wow, that is pretty low. 16,000? Yeah, that's pretty low out of the cost in general. These factors collectively contribute to a positive outlook for the company's financial performance in the fiscal year. Awesome. So what's great about this too is obviously that I interacted with the free tools, but it's not the only free tool we have here. We have a bunch of different tools like encrypt PDF. So if you want to encrypt the P&L before you analyze it, you have share PDF, you have watermark PDF as well. It's good for keeping things secure. E-signs, resume checkers, merging, and much more. But the core crux of our product is that you could actually upload any PDF you'd like via the tool and or the Chrome extension. And we can ask a bunch of similar questions in here, which then would stay inside of the chat as well. So what is the total professional services revenues? So it's a suggested. Okay, that's nice. That's another question I could have. What's the net income? 64 grand. Okay, pretty solid. And you can see there's sources here, which is nice. What suggestions would you make to save money for next year? Okay, so it says reduce labor costs. Cool. Optimize indirect labor. Review fringe benefits. Same kind of advice it was giving. Manage meal expenses. Total meal expenses were 1,500 bucks. Reduce advertising. 26 grand. Not too bad, but it's interesting to point it out. Increasing billable hours, as that was pretty high. And reduce the non-billable hours. Fair enough. Subcontractor costs were 160K. Okay. Non-billable subcontractors are 16,500. So yeah, we can definitely take a look to optimize all of these things. But as you can see, it's much easier to to ask questions of a PDF in a tool that is catered for PDFs. And you can try out PDF.ai for free, as well as use that tool for completely free, or you can pay for one of these plans that gives you much more analysis and capabilities. I really like the ultimate plan. It's got all the different models, including Claude and GPT-4, and I can even chat to it by talking using the microphone here, which I really like. So overall, this is one of the best tools we have out there. Please make sure to check out our P&L analyzer and click the link down below to get started using PDF.ai today. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.